Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for round number 3 here for Tier 2 at Race Spec Esports. We're here in Austria tonight. 10 turns, 7 to the right, 3 to the left, 3 DRS zones. There are so many overtaking opportunities here at the Austrian circuit. The Red Bull Ring at its better well known. We saw in Tier 1 a tier use of Slipstream. High to mid 103s is what we're expecting in qualifying today. The weather here is super inconsistent as well. Expect some rain potentially. Tire wear on the tires is absolutely insane. We saw a massive drop off on the hard tires. 300 kilometer top speeds around here, 36 laps around this circuit. Heaps of opportunity for the drivers tonight. Take a look out into turn 1 for that overtaking opportunity. Turn 3 and of course turn 4 as well for those opportunities for overtaking. I'll be joined tonight by Plevs joining me in the commentary booth. It should be good. So qualifying directly with a few drivers heading out of the grid immediately.
Yeah, g'day Noah. Second time lucky, hey?
Yes, hopefully so.
Sorry about that, folks. I will take responsibility for that. I won't go into details. But yeah, excited again for this one. Got a full grid. Driver's been really patient, so yeah, I'm sure some of them will watch this back. So thanks to the drivers as well for being cooperative with the restart. I know it's not ideal, so yeah, thank you. And now we can get on with it and hopefully have a good quali and race.
Absolutely, and we have about 18 minutes here to set the grid for the race in about exactly 15 minutes, actually. So we have a look here. We're expecting low to mid 103s as Master Jedi immediately set to 106 to start us off.
I'd be very surprised if we see a 103 in Tier 2. I'd probably say a low 104 would be a really good time in this tier, so we'll probably see lots of 5s, I think, and maybe some 4s. That's what I'm expecting.
Absolutely. There's a 104.620 for Baggers, so that's a mid 104. As the times are now coming across, we've got really nice conditions out there compared to last week, which was, well, absolutely abysmal. Totally a scientist on his lap as well. He's going to probably try and push to the absolute limit here. Let's see what that V-carb can do. Coming across, you know, turn 9 and 10. Pretty critical corners to get right around here. We saw a lot of penalties administered over Tier 1 due to track limits. I'd expect to see a lot more in Tier 2. But we'll see how that goes with Twitch Liddy setting a time just below the likes of Baggis. Few cars off as they scramble for position, getting ready to start their final laps, or their flying laps, apologies there. Banana Cake Pie starting his lap, so we'll jump on board with him as he finishes it. Across the line, good enough for third, so not bad there at all. Jump on board with Howie here as he's on his lap through Sector 2, now into Sector 3. The quick left-hander that flicks into a right and immediately continues up the hill towards 9 and 10. Critical corners to get right for this qualifying lap. Inside, beautiful 6th gear, keeping it pinned all the way through. Downshift to 4th, hit that inside curb, stay within the limits, and it's all the way to the line now, and it's good enough for 3rd place. So, qualifying is actually pretty tight here in Tier 2. We know this for a fact. I mean, a few of the drivers will have to get out of the way of each other as they're all on laps and stuff like that, but they're pretty well behaved normally.
Yeah, I am expecting really tight quality. A lot of evenly matched drivers here, and of course, being Austria, there's and a short lap. The gaps here in general usually a bit shorter than some other tracks, so already looking very tight. Only 3/100ths at the top between P1 and 2, and yeah, a couple of guys not far away from that as well.
Absolutely.
But, yeah.
I mean, oh, there we go. So Kendra setting the 104.4, so that's a pretty low 104 there. We're looking now at Jay Bezer as he's continuing on his lap and looking towards that final sector. We'll have a see what he can do around these final corners here. Into 9, into 10, both right-handers. The left-hand sides will be absolutely screaming for help as they come across the line. It's good enough for 12th, so not terrible of a lap there. Not great of a lap, but good enough to be consistently happy with, I guess. Probably wants to push a little bit more, though, as we head into the last 10 minutes of qualifying. Pretty important to get the lap right around here, because if you're not within that DRS train, you're pretty much screwed.
Yep, absolutely.
Austria on his lap, I think he's backed out of that one. Yeah, 6 seconds down, so he's backed out of that one. Tomo's still yet to set a lap. Ghost Rider as well on his lap. Flying through down into Sector 3. He's actually pretty decently up on his time at the moment, so we'll see if he can do anything. There's, what is that? The Kick Sauber. The Sauber will have to get out of the way unless he's starting a lap. No, he's dumping into the pit, so out of the way. Ghost Rider heading towards the line. Good line through there as well. DRS wide open as we head towards the line. What's good enough for? 10th place, so just in the points there. Verstappen as well on his outlap. The 2 Ferraris, definitely people to look out for here at the Austrian Grand Prix tonight. Round number 3, massive lockup there and a massive moment from Verstappen on the outlap. That is not what you want on fresh tyres.
Absolutely not. So we got Master Jedi OCE currently on a lap in the Mercedes coming down to turn 4.
Definitely, and it's looking pretty decent of a lap so far. Looks relatively clean as we head in towards the Sector 2 timing line. Let's see this left-handed downhill. Really important to touch that inside curb. Run it out wide. Let it run out wide. He's currently 17 milliseconds down on his best time. So still...
Yeah, matching his time at the moment.
Yeah.
So he needs to find some time in this last sector to get in,
I think he's going to back out of it.
Oh, he's
backing out of it. So we'll jump on board with Verstappen.
To jump up a plate.
Yes, he does. Yep. Verstappen on board now. DRS wide open as we head towards turn number 3. 50-meter braking board down to second, running it very wide and deep, but that's okay. Getting back on the power. DRS wide open now as we head towards turn 4. The Williams ahead of him, I think that is. Is that a Williams? No, it's a V car warming up their tyres at the moment. They're going to have to get out of the way. Verstappen is really aggressively trying to turn. It's just not working out for him at all.
Yeah, I think he's a bit late on the brakes, turn 3 and turn 4. He did have a purple first sector though, so yeah, he was sending it.
He was indeed. It's going to be interesting to see if Alex can do anything here as well. The only driver in this league to drive in virtual reality. I'll continue to mention that every single week because it is mad impressive that he does what he does around here. That is a sweaty job to do, especially in the Australian heat. And he's currently purple in Sector 2, so this could be a good lap from Alex as he's trying to find the pace. Q1 at the moment, and there is only one qualifying session, so it's all that matters now. Into the right hand as we go. 9 out wide into 10. Cut that inside curb and run it out wide all the way with DRS wide open as we head towards the line now. Is it going to be good enough for pole? No, it's not. It's only 4th place for Alex, but he'll want to try that again. He's got time for at least another 2 laps. Tomo still hasn't left the pits. Has he got a qualifying ban?
Potentially. Actually, do you want me to run through the stewards?
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to do it. Okay, there's quite a few. So, start off here. So from the British Grand Prix, round 2. So, Omot, which is Tomo, yes, he was awarded 2 license points and 10-second penalty for an incident with Marv. So he was pinged there, and then Tech Mac, which is Kendra, I believe he's in the Red Bull tonight. Yes, he's taken on that his provisional pole sitter, of course. So he also got a 10-second and 2 license points for a incident with Verstappen. And then the same 2 drivers that were penalised before, so Kendra and Tomo, they came together, but it was no further action. And then Tomo and Marvlant came together as well, and that was NFA. So just the 2 penalties and 2 license points. I'll just check if those 2 license points have given Tomo a quali ban, because he might have already got a couple.
Definitely potential for a quali ban. I did just notice that Marv did jump up into 3rd. What a good lap from him to put himself up there. He'll be pushing to the absolute limit. It's massive old moment for Mr. Jeff, as he has a massive snap of oversteer from the rear end, manages to save it and keep it out the wall. That is a monumental save. Well, my name is Jeff from the Haas. Yeah, that Haas went absolutely sideways into Sector 3. Super lucky to have kept that out the wall. And we'll jump on board with Kevin Dry, who just avoided that, and he's starting now a lap. So let's stay on board with this lap. I'll commentate it all the way to the end. So Kendra, to start the lap, here we go. Up towards turn 1. 100-meter braking board, down to about 4th gear. Cut that inside curb, run it out wide. Now back on the power, DRS wide open. Grab the toe from that Salba right there. Heading towards turn 2. Turn 2 isn't really much of a turn for these guys. Now into turn 3. 100-meter braking board yet again. He's currently 300ths up on his time. Thank you, Spicy. I'll fix that right now, as he's continuing on that lap. Sector 2 now. How's it looking for Kendra as he heads towards turn 4? Into turn 4 we go. 3rd gear, inside curb, nice and clean, running it out wide now. Continuing all the way down towards Sector 2. Sector 2 timing board, inside line, outside now, through and downhill. Down into the left-hander where the Haas just had that massive snap of oversteer. Currently a 10th and a half up on Kendra's last time. So that'll bring us down to a 104.3 at the moment. And into the right hand is the final 2 corners. Into 9, into 10 we go. Is it going to be enough to continue that pole lap? I believe it is. All the way to the line for Kendra. And that's good enough to put up a 104.161. Wow. That's a solid time for Tier 2.
Yeah, really good time. 4/10ths clear at the moment of P2. That's a bit of a statement lap there from Kendra. Really interesting. It was a really good lap. I was on board with him myself, and I was really interested in his line through the exit of the last corner, how he kind of pinched the track and didn't stay on the edge. I think he's given up some time there, but yeah, really, really good lap from Kendra.
Absolutely. And Marv on his lap as well. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. That should be a little bit better. Spicy, I did turn him up pretty significantly there. He's on about 200 now. So Marv on his lap, I don't know if he's full pushing. I don't think he is. Yeah, that doesn't look like a full push lap. That looks like a saved tyre lap, especially with the ERS. Banana Cake Pie on his lap. He's backed out of that as well. Jay Beza invalidates their lap. Drow on his lap. Sector 2. That actually looked pretty nice. And unfortunately, immediately invalidated. That was quickly invalidated, actually. A lot of the drivers now getting ready for their final laps. They're in the pits, doing one final adjustment, getting those final tyres ready, adjusting that fuel, adjusting the weight that is on board with that car, and getting ready for their final flying laps. I think Kendra might be out of a little bit out of sync here.
Is Banana Cake Pie about to start a lap? I think he might be.
Might be. We'll jump.
Pits? No, he's in the pits.
No, he's in the pits. Okay. Never mind. All good. Master Jedi about to start his lap as we head towards the final corners. Set him up nice and easily, and you'll be on for a good lap here. Here we go. Master Jedi, I think, is maybe just invalidated twice. Does it look like that? Yep, because immediate back out. Yep, twice invalidation. That's unfortunate for Master Jedi. Tomo out to start his lap, and that's good enough for 7th right out the box, so he'll be happy with that.
Yeah, obviously no quali ban if he's doing a lap. I think he just was biding his time, was Tomo, so yeah. How's the volume now, Sebastian?
Should be good. Should be good. But a lot of the drivers now in the pits, a few on the out laps, a few out of sync drivers. My name is Jeff. He'll be out there for another lap, of course, with the massive snap he had. I want to try and get a replay on that if we can, but I don't know if that's possible. I'll try and get that working for next week. That's a bit of an idea for Tier 1. But my name is Jeff. He'll be looking to improve on that time because he had a massive snap exactly in this corner, actually, that ran him all the way to the barriers, and somehow he stayed out of them. So it was solid work from my name, from our boy Jeff there. As he starts his lap, he wants to probably get himself at least another second out there. So DRS wide open as we head towards turn 1 for Jeff. The Haas locked in, climbing up the hill, down the gears, into the corner, keep it in the lines. Don't let it run out wide or you're invalidating. Drow retires from the session. I think he's done for the night. DRS wide open as we head towards turn 3. He's currently a 10th and a half down on his time, but may be able to improve that.
Wow, that's, yeah. When you're down that much, there's only really one corner that you're going to lose time through. So, yeah, he must have had a shock in turn 1 there. See if he can recover that, or whether he decides to back out. Still plenty of time, of course, but you are fuel and battery limited to go again. So he's chosen to push on. The rest of his laps looked pretty good, and he's actually up a 10
he's up.
coming
He's
through
gained.
the second sector split. So he has made up some time as Jeff, but he needs a lot of time to get up the field.
Absolutely.
Let's see how his last couple of corners are.
Heading sector 3. That's another snap of the rear end. That's going to be really twitchy during race, I reckon, but it could be to you know, potentially work in his favour. It's good enough for 15th. Puts him up, but not much.
Yeah.
Kendra on a lap. He'll be looking to improve. DRS, that looked like a massive snap, but I think it was just lag. Bit of driving ahead for Kendra. Gonna have to get out of the way. Grab that toe all the way down. That's gonna be really nice, actually. DRS now slam shut as we head into, what was that? 2/10 up? That was
9 100s up.
That is a mighty, okay, thank God, because that would have been a mighty first sector from Kendra. Heading towards turn 4, downhill braking. You have to be careful not to lock that front tyre. Is head out wide.
That was lovely.
Yeah, that was beautiful from Kendra. Really, really good. And as you'd expect, Kendra up there in the mix is backed out of it.
He's backed out. He's backed out.
So
he
this
was
will
on
be
a good
interesting.
lap.
Yeah, Alex on a lap as well now. DRS wide open as we head towards sector 1. He's currently a 10th and a half up on his time. Bit of a snap of oversteer from the rear end there, but DRS wide open as we head towards turn 4. It's absolutely vital to get this corner right, as we know from tier 1. Yep, Alex is backed out too. There must just not be grip out there. Howie on his lap.
Boys, it's the last run, so the pressure is up. Is pretty high on them right now. I am surprised Kendra backed out because that lap looked pretty good, to be honest. So I hope he doesn't regret doing that.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, I think we got about a minute left of qualifying, so we'll have to see if anybody can do anything at the end of this. Well, this is a very interesting session. 20 seconds left. The drivers will have to get to that line ASAP. Howie on his lap at the moment. He's doing pretty well. I think he's up by a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, we'll see. This sector split. He's up 2/10, so decent. That was going to put him... Well, that's going to put him in the top 5, so... or provisionally, at least. So, last 2 corners for Howie.
This will be interesting to see.
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Howie to the line now. Don't run it too wide. Don't invalidate the lap. So, Howie to the line. This starts us off. Second place for Howie.
Second. Well done.
Baggis currently a 10th and a half up on his lap at the moment. That's not enough to push up at the moment. I think Liddy might also be on a lap, but the times are tumbling as we head into the final stages of qualifying. These are the final laps, ladies and gentlemen. These are the final moments for these drivers to prove themselves around the Austrian Grand Prix, around this infamous Red Bull ring, as Twitch Liddy comes out of nowhere with a second place. Baggis, what can you do?
Kendra's
Up to the line. Baggis goes second. Kendra isn't on a lap. That's enough. Alex to the line now to finish off his lap. I think he's only 4 milliseconds up, so I don't think it'll be enough. But we look towards what can he do. Who is that just jumped up? I think it was Double Ken's. Fantastic as Alex pushes himself up into P8, and that's pretty much all the laps over and done with. Kendra can take a bow 27 milliseconds ahead. That is insanely close.
I think he'll be breathing a sigh of relief, to be honest, Noah, because he backed out of that that first lap he did on this set, and he was nearly a 10th up, which should have made him a bit more comfortable. So I wonder why he backed out. I didn't look like he made a mistake, but yeah, he's pretty lucky that Baggis ended up being pretty close to him in the end. So quite lucky.
Indeed he did. So we're just waiting now for Kendra to enter the pits to end qualifying. But there it is. Kendra takes pole. And what a qualifying it was. Kendra, Baggis, Twitch, Liddy, Marv, Howie, Toasty, Banana, Alex, Double Cans, Combined, Tomo, Twitch, TV, Totally a Scientist, Beza, Jeff, Ghost Rider, Verstappen, Drow, Astro, Master Jedi, and of course, Hendry. Master Jedi is relatively out of position there. That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's definitely
yeah.
going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'd say Verstappen's well out of position as well, and down in 16th in the Ferrari. He's been up the front in the first couple of rounds, I believe. So, yeah, a couple of guys maybe not hooking it up in quali. It is a brutal lap to get right. You really need to hook up the lap and maximize every corner to final lap time. So, yeah, pretty good quali there. So yeah, looking forward to the race. Gaps are pretty small, so it should be a good one.
Should
Full
definitely
grid.
be a good, yeah, full
Wonder
grid
what the
as
weather's
well.
going to be like.
It looks cloudy. It looks very cloudy indeed. I think we do have a formation lap.
Yes,
which will be good. So I can play the introduction to the circuit if it wants to let me. That'd be nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves at Austria. 10 turns, 3 DRS zones. Fuel saving is pretty important around here. Slipstream is essential. As we saw in qualifying, low 104s there from the drivers. Weather is pretty inconsistent here as well. We'll see the C3, the C4, and the C5 tyres used today. 300 kilometers an hour down those main straights of turn 1 to 3, and of course down towards turn 4. The drivers reaching their maximum speeds there. 7 to the left, 7 to the right, apologies, and 3 to the left means that the left-hand tyre will be absolutely screaming for help after a stint. We have 36 laps ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. This should be a good one.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Noah. Yep. Always throwing up good racing in this racetrack. We'll see what happens. So, what tyres have we got to start? Let's have a look.
Well, we have a few here. We'll just jump on the tyre. We'll take the tyre graphic off once we get underway, but we do have a soft runner out there. That's
we do have a soft runner.
Scientist, but the medium's
really
going to be very interesting. I mean, we have a few hard runners as well, but I mean, the medium, could there potentially be rain on the way?
Oh yeah, potentially. That, I mean, that would explain the soft tyre, that
Absolutely.
decision, and probably so many mediums as well. Yeah, really interesting. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Marv on the hard in P4. I think that's not bad. If he can hold his position, or like, you know, not lose too many in the first couple of laps, then the hard tyre very quickly become the better race tyre after about probably 4 or 5 laps, or pretty similar at least. So once that kind of initial grip from the medium, period grip from the medium kind of is gone, and he'll be right there. So we'll see what happens. The staying in the DRS is really important though, so that's why I think most people go on for the medium. So
absolutely. So Kendra will line up on the grid in that fatal first position. The second position is pretty well rounded around here as well. Baggis will line up second, with Twitch Liddy getting ready with those rear tyre spins to get them in shape and order. The driver's now lining up, getting ready for the launch to start us off. Let's see if we can get a good view here. I don't think we can. I think the best we're going to get is from pole or something like that. But anyway, let's get ready to get underway for the race. I'm going to turn off the tyre compound so we have none of that. DRS is disabled to start us off. Here we go. 5 red lights ahead of the drivers. It's lights out and away we go. Kendra immediately gets a decent start, but Baggis gets a better one. Down towards turn 1 we go. Twitch Liddy looking to go around the outside of Marv. There's damage at the back there for somebody. Baggis has gotten a dream start with Kendra looking to go around the outside towards turn 2 and up towards turn 3 we go. Essential that you get the braking right down into here. Baggis looks to have gotten it done. Massive damage at the rear there for a Red Bull, I think. Losing a front wing. Double Kens and Alex getting in a collision there. Few positions moved up. As Kendra looks to go up the inside.
Williams drivers took each other out.
That's unfortunate.
They dropped down massively combined, and JB's, they just got caught up on the exit of turn 3. Their lines just came together. I think it was just a racing incident, but yeah. Oh, there's more contact at the back in turn 4, and there's Ghost Rider's around. He's in the wall. He's reversing. He does not have front wing, I believe.
Yeah, double Kens as well, moving down the order. I think double Kens, yeah, without a front wing at the moment, so a bit of a Red Bull problem. Not the perfect start from Kendra, but still a long way to go. 36 laps around this Grand Prix circuit. You wouldn't expect anything more from these drivers. They will push to the absolute limit. They're hoping for a safety car, a lot of them as well. Baggis with an absolute dream start that he would have wanted, but he's going to have to look out because Kendra's going to be right on the back of that all the way with DRS and maybe looking for the overtake. We might be able to see the tactic that Tier 1 was using as Kendra goes around the outside. Just legal there. Baggis, that was a... Oh, no, Baggis goes around. That hasn't worked out at all for Baggis. No. Baggis, and he's beached it. I'd say that's fine.
Yeah,
I'd say that reset's okay, but there you go. Some realism from F124 for the first time I've ever seen in my life. Baggis beached it on the hill, and that's not the start that he would have wanted at all. I mean, lap 2, still a long way to go, as I'll always say, but not good at all for him. So
yeah, he'll be fuming about that. I'll just talk you through what happened. So Kendra had the DRS on the outside, but braked really early, and Baggis was able to brake later on the inside and still pulled it up, and it was on the exit. He just, I don't know, he just lit up the rear tyres and spun it real, like it was almost like a flick spin. It was quite sudden, so
quite aggressive. But guess what? This brings Twitch Liddy and Marv straight into contention now as well. With Marv being on that harder tyre as well, it could be all to play for. So Twitch Liddy again, Kendra squeezes. That's going to be looked at by the stewards most likely. The boards have already been taken out as well for braking, so it's going to be interesting to see if the drivers have different braking markers. Liddy takes the Grand Prix lead at the moment. Kendra with DRS as well, with Howie trying to go around the outside of Marv, and gets it done.
Marv's,
up the inside. Well done.
I think Marv will be fine with that being on the hards. I don't think he'll fight too hard with guys around him. He'll just want to keep up.
Absolutely. As we head in towards Sector 3 now, Kendra was trying to go around the outside of Liddy there, and it just didn't work out, and now backing out a little bit. Has they got potential wing? That doesn't look like it. Twitch Liddy moves up into first position at the moment. Lap 3 of 36. We have a solid amount of laps left still, about 33 laps to go, so still a lot can happen. We could have some weather, we could have some rain. It is Austria, of course, as Howie sets the fastest lap of this Grand Prix all the way for a 107.325. So a lot to play for. Kendra with a little bit of a rear flick there. DRS open for Howie, and Baggis is angry. Baggis is very angry. He's now set the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. Potentially look at him for a late comeback in this race, with Kendra still looking at the back of Liddy. These guys are going to have to start pulling away and stop fighting in a sec, or they're going to start bringing everybody else into this fight. As Kendra may be looking up the inside, it's not going to happen. Alex has dropped many positions as Verstappen back up the pace. How has he found himself in 7th place? I cannot believe that. Howie goes around the outside of Kendra, and now Howie's brought into contention for the race win as well. This is all to play for the McLaren boys. They're in pretty good position at the moment. The only team with 2 drivers in that top 6.
Yeah, Banana KP in a reserve though won't score points for McLaren, just for himself as a reserve. So Howie, the lone McLaren driver, in essence, scoring points for the team, with of course Andre out of this race. So another fast lap from Howie, and then quickly replaced by Verstappen. Just having a look at the battery levels, Twitch, Liddy and Howie both under 20%, whereas Kendra's up at 80%. So
sorry to cut in there. Howie's just going to go for the inside move there, around the outside, tries to defend from Liddy, and Howie says, thank you very much, I'm going to take that position. Sector 1 yellow flags, we have someone slowing down significantly there, but Twitch Liddy nowhere near close enough to make a move, an impression down into turn 4. It doesn't work out. Whoa, massive moment there at the back from Marv. Bit of a rear locking moment. Very lucky to catch that. This is looking good for Howie.
Yeah, Howie very impressive coming through the pack to take the lead. I'll just have a look at the position change. So he's up 4 positions. Verstappen up 8 into P8, so having started P16. The biggest loser, of course, being Baggis, dropping 11. So I'm sure he'll come back through the pack though.
Look how close these guys are as we head towards lap number 6. As Twitch Liddy maybe looking for the inside into turn 1. That's a dangerous game to play, and not one you like to play. Kendra looks for the outside on Twitch. Liddy is
Oh,
Liddy
but
goes
Twitch Liddy's lost
sideways and into the grass and gravel, and unfortunately, in the background there was also chaos. Someone was around. I think that was Alex going around at the back there, but that's okay. Kept it out the wall. No safety car as of yet. Marv looking to go up the inside with Toasty on the outside now with DRS down towards turn number 4. Looks to go and hold the outside line. Marv goes defensive. Toasty goes aggressive around the outside. Is that going to work for him? No, it doesn't. Just sits in behind the rear end of that Sauber. Good fight, good battle, very clean at the moment from these top drivers. A few mistakes, but that's to be expected from absolute critical moments with a lot of pressure on these drivers' minds.
Yeah, it was nice and clean from the boys, keeping it clean. Yeah, it was a bit bad luck from Twitch Liddy. I think he just that exit curve, turn 1. If you take too much of it, it can really hurt you. So yeah, I think that's what happened with him there.
Yep, Kendra looking for a move up the inside and backs out of it smartly there, but I don't know if he's going to have DRS. Yes, he will. Okay, so he has DRS.
Toasty did the same thing as Twitch.
So that curb is proving absolutely brutal for these drivers at the moment. As Kendra looks to come back with the outside of Marv, and I don't know if that's going to work, but Kendra with the DRS, they both have DRS now. Marv backs out of it. He knows that's not his fight right now. He knows Kendra's got a lot of pace. Marv knows with those hard tyres that he's going to have a lot more pace towards the end of this Grand Prix. Towards the end of this
I think we're actually reaching the point, Noah, where the hards are probably going to be the better tyre. If not already, then very soon. So, but Marv is being really patient. I think that's really smart of him, to be honest. He's in the top 3 on hards. He's just got to play the way, be patient.
Absolutely, and Marv will be thinking, oh, those hard tyres, they aren't going to come into it just yet, but he's just got to wait because they will come through. As Sebastian Vettel got told back in, I think it was 2010, just you wait, sunshine, just you wait, as Kendra looks to go up the inside. Oh, wow. This is bold from Kendra, up the inside in turn 1, still has DRS, I believe he does. So, he's really putting Howie under pressure here, as Howie now looks to go defensive and can't do anything about it. Is Marv going to go for the double overtake? Maybe the triple overtake. I think we have another spinner in the back there. It's Alex. As almost around goes Kendra on the power. Howie now takes the lead. No, he doesn't. Kendra takes it back. There is so much action on track. I can barely keep up. The 2 McLarens are now perfectly in place for exactly where they want to be. Damage limitation for the McLaren team at the moment. Marv in a really good place as well, but he can't be fighting too hard with those tyres. Warnings being handed out with time penalties now coming to the drivers that run too wide. Again, Kendra has that rear end snap, and that's going to invite Howie straight into the rear end. But we'll see what they can do. Down towards turn 1, will Howie get aggressive or will Kendra stay defensive? DRS open. I think Howie will have a better mindset about this. I think Marv will have a look though. Sector 2 yellow flags. Who's that around? I think that's Hendry in the Alpine, unfortunately. Howie with DRS and Marv with DRS. Maybe looking for the double overtake here. Well, we're not going 3 wide, are we, boys? Thank you. We're not going 3 wide. Howie tries to go up the inside. It works out. Virtual safety car is immediately deployed. Why is that?
Not sure.
Interesting. So the virtual safety car, I think, will have damage out on the track or something.
Yeah, it could be debris. Yeah, I didn't see yellow actually before that VSE was thrown, so could have. I think that must be debris of some sort. Oh, hopefully. Yep, there's a Ferrari without a front wing. It's Dreal in P12. He doesn't have a front wing.
Yep, so that'll be the reason for our virtual. That'll be the reason for our virtual safety car, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Ferrari without a front wing. He's going to have to be careful down into turn 4 that he doesn't go too wide. I wonder what's happened to him. I wonder if he just had a moment, hit the wall, or what's going on there. But
yeah,
this will be interesting to see.
I wonder if anyone is going to use this as an opportunity to pit.
I have a feeling in goes Kendra. That is very early for Kendra, but we'll see if it works out for him. DRS will be disabled. Virtual safety car comes out, so Kendra goes into the box for the hard tyres. I don't know if that's going to be to the end. 10 laps of 36, and that's just too early.
Yeah, unless it's in the window, VSCs rarely work Oh, it was Toasty gets a 10 seconds for speeding in pit lane, so that's quite the speeding penalty.
Indeed it is. Tomo goes to look around the outside of Twitch Liddy, and Verstappen also there. Up the inside of Twitch Liddy. Twitch Liddy dropping down positions at the moment. And, well, I mean, it's still early in the race, so you never know what could happen here.
Stopping on the back of Tomo as well. Is he going to try and go around the outside? Bit of contact mid-corner, but Tomo hangs on to it. Verstappen's having a great race. Up to P5 already from P16, so that quali really hurt him. I think he'd be well in podium contention if he had a better quali.
Absolutely. Well, you never know. A safety car could bring him into contention, or there could be an incident at the front, but the front boys at the moment are looking pretty spread out. I think our battle to watch at the moment is for this 4th place with that DRS potential. Whoa, massive moment there from Tomo into the corner. Massive front locking. I think Marv might be right in the back of Howie, if you don't mind watching that. Verstappen looks to go up the inside, backs out of it, knows that's not a smart move. Marv, right to go on around the outside of Howie. Says, thank you very much, I'll take that. As Verstappen looks to go around the outside of Tomo now. It's all happening with the DRS passes as expected. And is that Twitch Liddy trying to go up the inside of both of them? Yes, it is 3 wide into one corner. Doesn't work. And there we go. There's the penalty.
Pen as well, yeah.
That's not going to be good.
He had to cut the apex, so he picked up his 3rd warning. Yeah, I don't think he has anyone else to blame for that one, unfortunately. That was always Tomo comes back on Verstappen and he outbrakes himself and he actually hit the Ferrari, carrying too much speed and just spun on the apex curb. Loses touch with these guys, but it is all happening. And Marv out front has already got a 6/10 gap on Howie, and that hard's definitely the better tyre right now.
Absolutely. Now we start to wonder when will Kendra come through the field. He should come through the field eventually here, but Verstappen on for a dream at the moment from 16th to 4th. What a session from him so far. Liddy at the back though could upset all of this. DRS potential. You can see the DRS chicken being played. This is intense. The drivers don't want to overtake into turn 1. It's dangerous. Now with the DRS open, let's see what he can do around the outside of Verstappen. Verstappen goes defensive into turn number 2. Into turn 3 we go. Liddy says thank you very much and takes that position. Verstappen now will have the DRS down towards turn 4. A bit of a snap there from Verstappen. A good save as Combine now is brought into the mix on those medium tyres. Where has that come from? I haven't seen Combine this entire race.
Yeah, he started P10, so he's up 4. Yeah, you're right. He's caught up to this train. He's joined this battle.
He absolutely has, and I think he's going to be one to look out for as he has a lot of pace, but looks like he's catching these guys at a rate of knots. I think Howie might be still stuck to the back as we have a yellow flag in the back. I think that's Hendry again having a bit of a moment as Combined looks to go up the inside. Fakes it out. I think that might be a box from Combined. So here we go. Combined YT into the pits. Is this the undercut that he's looking for?
Yeah,
get it stopped. There it is. So get it stopped. No penalty for him. The Williams into the pit lane. Is this the hard tyres going onto the Williams? Most likely here.
Yeah, just an update on Kendra as well. Our only box under VSE. He's stuck behind. He's currently P9. He's stuck behind Bagus, who obviously is one of the quicker drivers, having led earlier in the race. And also
Kendra
right
off the inside. That is from miles back, and I can't believe that's worked out for him. But Tomo has been absolutely robbed of that 7th position as Kendra's now storming up the field. This is insane. Up to 6th place from 10th on this first lap. Drow retires from the session. Is that a mechanical DNF from Ferrari? Most likely engine problems for Drow going to sleep. But we never know. Kendra in 6th place at the moment.
That is plan ZZZ.
Yes, it is indeed.
If you catch my drift.
I do indeed. Plan Z on the alphabet. And I think he just said that's enough for me. I'm going to head off.
He's going to bed.
Yep. So Ferrari have called him in. They've told him box. The car has a problem. Plan Z. Put it into P0. Get rid of it. Kendra sets the fastest lap. That is an absolutely rapid lap. Why has that Ferrari stopped on track?
Yep, it's going to cause absolute chaos here. Oh, and it's pulled off.
Okay, let's hope that doesn't cause a safety car, because if it does, that could be a penalty coming his way. I think it's immediately retired. Good. Okay, so we're back into it now. with Kendra now pulling, well, a second and a half of a gap. That is an absolutely mental gap off this lot. As Verstappen right on the back of Twitch Liddy. A bit of a moment, bit of a lock up there at the rear, but enough to continue on. Nothing happening as of yet. Verstappen will be looking to gain that place. Twitch Liddy a bit wide through that corner there. A bit twitchy by the looks of it. The Haas does not look set up at all for that corner. As Verstappen running very, very wide there at the apex. And I'm wondering, those mediums might be starting to drop off now. A few drivers will be thinking about boxing, as I think that's Toasty around, potentially. Toasty retires from the session. Is that in the middle of the track as well? It is. That's in the middle of the track. That's got to be fully illegal.
Yeah, and we got another driver. Who is it? I've lost him. Someone with wing damage.
It's almost sideways. Absolutely sideways into turn one. I don't know how he's kept that out the wall. But Ghost Rider, so Baggis goes into the pits. I wonder if Baggis was the person with damage.
Yeah, I think he was trying to preempt. No, he didn't have damage. I think he was trying to preempt a safety car or a VSC there, but that is a scheduled pit stop. So we're in the pit window now.
Looks to go up the inside of Twitch Liddy. He does get it done. Twitch Liddy will be looking to fight this back. Tomo as well in this. Kendra has come out of absolutely nowhere. Where's Kendra come from, ladies and gentlemen? He is in a rocket ship at the moment of a Red Bull. Those hard tyres coming alive on lap 15 of 36. And it's all to play for now for Kendra. A long way to go in this Grand Prix still. Banana Cake Pie gets a penalty. That's critical to the McLaren team. Kendra has significantly more grip, and you can just see it. Is being held up massively as Kendra up the inside now. Twitch Liddy going very wide with those medium tyres. And Kendra will be wanting to get past and in towards Verstappen here. Verstappen goes defensive. Massive snap there on the rear end. You can just see how much more grip Kendra has. It's absolutely insane. Up to third place.
Lots of grip for that young man at the moment. So he's looking really good, actually. He's what, 13 seconds off the lead, having already pitted, but he does still got to take those hard 20 laps, so it's a long way. Can't be pushing too hard on those hard tyres. They will drop off if you drop them too hard. So Ghost Rider getting overtaken at the moment by Combined YT, who's on brand new hard tyres as well. Ghost Rider also on the hard, so this will be interesting to see. I think Ghost Rider is on all the hards, though, so Combined should slowly run away with this. Verstappen now right on the back, still of Kendra. Hasn't dropped out of DRS as of yet. Twitch Liddy as well hasn't. But this should be an eye-opening moment for these drivers. Into the box comes Liddy. So he's seen the speed that those hards are carrying. Who else is that in the pits? I think that's Banana Cake Pie as well into the pits. A few of these drivers deciding that's enough for the mediums and going on to the hards on lap 17 of 36. Around this circuit. Tomo will be thinking about boxing soon, but Marv is in an absolutely prime position right now to take this lead and continue taking that lead and hold that lead all the way to the end of this Grand Prix. If he can hold that gap of 12 seconds, how long is a pit stop around here? Probably about, what, 20 seconds or so? Yeah, it's one of, I think it's under. I think it's one of the shorter ones. Yeah, I mean, the thing that's going to work in Mar's favour is he'll come out a long way behind Kendra, but he'll be on the medium tyres, so it would be much quicker by the time. And of course, Kendra's tyres are going to fall off a cliff if he tries to go to the end. It's just such a long way.
Absolutely, it's definitely something we're going to have to look out for at the end of this Grand Prix. The pit stops and the strategies are going to play a massive role here. So we're lap 18 of 36. The racing has calmed down a little bit. We can finally breathe. I say that as Tomo goes absolutely sideways into the final corner, and we're ball straight back into the action with Verstappen looking into the pits, actually. Howie looking to overtake Tomo. Where's Tomo there? Sorry, Tomo, apologies, is way ahead of Howie. Let's see where Verstappen comes out here. He should come out just in front of Baggis if he gets this corner right. It's not worked out. Twitch Liddy's going to be right on him. This is going to be interesting. Verstappen with the overcut here. Alex gets a penalty added to his name. Verstappen. DRS wide open now and with fresh tyres. Twitch Liddy will have warmer tyres to play off with, but Verstappen will potentially have better tyres towards the second or third lap of the stint for him. So he should come to his own. But we look towards Howie, who's right on the back of Tomo now, as I was saying. And, well, it's very clear now that those mediums have dropped off a cliff. As Tomo says, yep, I'm not dealing with that. Goes straight into the pits. Blocks off to Howie a little bit, so that's going to hold up Howie ever so slightly. Verstappen gets a penalty. That's critical. That is absolutely critical to this Grand Prix. He will not be happy with that. But that's racing. That's the way it goes. Switch Liddy still right in the back of Baggis as well. With Verstappen closing in behind. All to play for here. Lap 19 of 36. And Baggis, one of the faster boys out there. Still only in 8th place, but look for him. He might climb up the grid as the racing continues. DRS wide open. Liddy looks to go up the inside of Baggis. Baggis looks to hold the outside. Liddy up the inside. Has that worked out? It has just. I think Verstappen's right in the back of this as well. DRS wide open for both these two drivers. Baggis potentially about to get swarmed here with an overtake from both of them. That is interesting.
Oh, wow.
How have they not spun? I don't know. Baggis will not be happy with that. Verstappen up the inside. I get a feeling though.
Taking their position too is a bit rich, but anyway, yeah, I think that one was just a bit too late on the brakes. Expecting to be left space right at the apex. It's probably never going to happen. So, yeah, it's kind of the first time we've said, well, that's not really clean racing. It's been pretty clean up until now, as Jeff pits to get off those 19 lap old hards, and he was onto the mediums. We've still got Ghost Rider and of course Marv as well yet to pit, and Ken's as well, I think.
Yes, as Ghost Rider is getting swarmed now by Twitch Liddy. I think Ghost Rider, yet to pit, so those hards are going to be screaming for help with 16 laps left of this Grand Prix. As Verstappen almost into the back of Ghost Rider, you can just see how much better fresh tyres are. DRS advantage all the way down the straight for Verstappen. Will Verstappen maybe think about a move up the inside? No, he's thought better of it. Unless I spoke too soon. Ghost Rider getting rear-ended by Verstappen. I don't know though, because Verstappen looks like, well, he's got front wing damage now. He's not going to be happy with that. Verstappen does have front wing damage, and Baggis will be right on the edge of that now and seizing opportunity here as Hendry leaves the session. Potential disconnect problems for him. Verstappen, I don't think will box here. I mean, the front wing isn't really that much of a problem unless you've got none of it around the Austrian circuit. And they're considering the amount of straights here. Baggis will be held up massively by Verstappen. I think we've got a Sector 3 yellow flag. I don't know why. It looks like someone was wide at the apex. But, yeah, the pit stop's coming out now. Go.
Yep. So our leader still got to pit. Of course, he's the last one. Everyone else has pitted. Although
speak of the devil, I think Marv's coming into the pits now for those brand new mediums. So we'll see where he comes out. Jay Bezel retires from the session. I think that's in the pit lane.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mate, that'd work out bloody perfectly if it was.
I think Marv's going to come out ahead of Howie. I think it's going to be
Kendra.
Actually, maybe behind
Kendra comes
Howie.
into the pits as well.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Yeah, Kendra pitted quite early.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see these two come through the field.
Yep.
Howie. Oh, he's just come out in front, Marv. So this is going to be interesting. Howie with the fresher tyres. The Ghost Rider, I think that was, just getting out of the way of the yellow flag drivers. And Howie's going to be right in the back with fresher, like not fresher, but definitely warmer tyres. But Marv will run away with that lead at the moment. Yeah, Howie has to stay within that DRS range, because if he doesn't, he'll be dropping out.
Yeah. 0 lap old mediums are just going to pull away from that. Howie's hards are only 6 laps old, but yeah, look, you can just see the delta going up, just because of all that fresh grip those mediums have. And yeah, look, now that Kendra has boxed again, I think I'm not sure if he's got time to get back on the podium. We'll have to see.
He's on hards as well.
He's going to be rapid. That's rapid, obviously.
That's a very interesting decision.
So he had 2 sets of hards. That's really interesting.
Very interesting decision.
So he must have went with the harder tyre allocation to get that second set of hards. But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty comfortable victory for Marv now, unless there's a safety car, because yeah, he's leading, having just pitted on mediums. It was absolutely clutch for him to come out ahead of Howie, and yeah, he's got clean air all the way to the finish line.
Absolutely. Jay Beza, sorry, just confirming there, the Williams have pulled a Plan Z as well. So Jay Beza into the pits and retiring the car, not wanting to continue anymore.
Yep. Lots of early bedtimes tonight. Prime Possum working overtime.
Absolutely. And it looks like Kendra at the moment he has to find pace if he wants to find himself on that podium, which I don't, doubt it'll happen, but you never know.
I think he might have been better off staying out, to be honest, and seeming to go to the end and hold Marv off.
Astro retires. That's in the pit lane as well. That might be a Z as well. Plan Z. A lot of cars just given up. A lot of them suffering engine failures. So not something to be. I mean, we did see a lot of engine failures last year in Austria, didn't we? In the real race. So that's a rapid lap from Kendra. That is absolutely rapid with the DRS advantage now coming up with the Williams in front. Yeah, 11 p.m. for Jay Beza, so that's fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah, more than fair enough. I think New Zealand is, significantly later than us right now as Kendra into the back of combined ever so slightly. Hope he hasn't got wing damage from that. As we continue down the back straight towards turn 4 we go. Kendra says thank you. Tries to go in the outside. That hasn't worked out at all. Kendra goes round and combined tries to defend the inside line. Twitch Liddy says thank you very much. Moves up into 5th place. Do we have any idea what happened there?
No clue. I was trying to get the interval up from the leader. Kendra's 11 seconds behind Marv now, so he's got to make up more. Well, just under a second a lap to catch Marv. So the tall order.
Absolutely a tall order. Twitch Liddy right in the back of Combined. Combined might have damage from that. Kendra will not be happy with that as Kendra looks to go double overtake. Oh, I can't believe I'm seeing this. And it's up the inside. There's no way that works. DRS potentially. It is. I can't believe that. That's a double overtake in the span of one corner.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
That is insane from Kendra. Kendra having the anger pace now, seeing red from that incident. And now with 25 laps to 36, I mean, there's only about, 8 or 7 laps left of this Grand Prix. Not much time to make a big dent in the potential.
There's 11 laps left, and he's got 11 seconds behind, so it's the second a lap now.
Yes, I'm bad at maths, so I did fail it, so we'll see how we go. Combined now, still on the back of Twitch Liddy, but yeah, you never know. I mean, anything can happen. There could be a safety car and, everything gets thrown in the bin. Those dark clouds on the left there potentially looming. I don't think we'll have enough time for a downpour of any sort, but you never know.
Yeah, you do never know. Marv looking very comfortable at the moment. Howie and Banana as well, pretty comfortable in their podium positions. Banana is carrying a pen, but he's got the gap at the moment to Kendra, although I think that's going to come down quite a bit. So with Kendra's fresh tyres, so I think he'll be looking to get back on the podium here. But whether he can catch Howie, that would be interesting.
Kendra and Twitch Liddy just need to drag each other along like they did, like the T1 drivers did, and I think that's exactly what they're doing at the moment. It doesn't look like they're pushing too hard. They're just dragging each other along down the straights to catch Banana at a rate of knots, and I think that interval is going to come down very, very quickly. There you go. It's into the 2 seconds now. So there's a significant amount of time still to be found for Kendra.
And Banana actually has 6 seconds as well, not 3. I just checked. So, yeah, at the moment he's probably with the pen. He's down to P6, unfortunately.
Indeed he is. So it's going to be interesting to see where these drivers finish up. I think, Marv with the comfortable lead here at the moment. Provisional P1 and provisional win at the moment. I don't think that's going anywhere unless Howie has something to say, unless there's a safety car, of course. But, yeah, we look at, the fight for 4th at the moment, potentially 3rd, as the McLaren is well and truly in view there now. They are dragging each other along significantly here. I think Liddy's got the idea as well and isn't overtaking, isn't playing too aggressive, which is smart from him. you never know. There could be a late lunge up the inside from Kendra. And I think, yeah, like I said, I think Kendra's got the idea. Just hang back and let the physics do the work of dragging each other along towards banana cake pie. Allow it to happen and allow yourself to drag towards Marv, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, they haven't made inroads on Marv at all. And gap is still, it was 11 seconds last time I mentioned, it's only 10.5 now, so Marv's pace is really, really strong on those mediums.
Absolutely. I think Verstappen as well. All those penalties are being applied. It's not good for the drivers down there. They're going to be tussling for positions that are unknown. But looking a bit sideways there. So, interesting to see if Combine takes advantage of this. Not really close enough to do anything about it. As, well, there you go. Kendra's pretty much within DRS range. He will be for the next lap without doubt. As Verstappen goes around the outside of Baggis. And says, thank you very much. Moves up into 7th place. Liddy backs in behind Kendra. And all of a sudden, they're brought into podium contention.
Yep. Yeah, look, it's a shame. What happened to Baggis early on the beginning of the second lap. Because I think he was probably one of the drivers that would have put up a good fight with Marv for the win, actually. So, but yeah, that reverse strategy looking really, really nice, Marv. At the moment, just was so sensible early doors in letting the drivers kind of fight around him and just waited for his tyres to come in. And yeah, look where he is now. Like, really played out really well for him.
Yep, and absolutely, Kendra now within DRS range. Well, and truly is, oh no, Twitch Liddy gets the first penalty, so that's going to put them out of contention for the podium as Kendra overtakes Banana Cake Pie, says thank you very much, and starts fighting towards Howie, which, well, I mean, that's a bit of a mission. Yeah,
4 seconds. Not impossible, but yeah, that was really quite an easy overtake on Banana Cake Pie. Probably didn't want to fight the inevitable there too much. Banana, which is sensible. He'll get a nice tow along from Kendra now if he can stay with him. But yeah, what's the gap between Howie and Kendra? 4 seconds. So
Verstappen sideways through turn 4. Baggis and Verstappen having a really good fight at the moment. We'll stay on board with this for a bit because the delta at the front has calmed down a little bit. So we'll stay on board with the action. But Verstappen absolutely sideways through turn 4, trying to get a move done and defend from Baggis, and it just hasn't worked out. But Verstappen has so much more pace, and you can very clearly see it as into turn 9 and 10 we go. It's going to be interesting to see if Verstappen can fight up and push away with that delta. DRS open now. Verstappen will be thinking about turn 1. As, yep, just backing out of it. Knows that's not the place to overtake. Verstappen does have front wing damage as Alex gets another penalty added to his name.
Does too, yeah.
Verstappen around the outside. No. Verstappen thought about that move, but thought against it. Interesting. Oh, massive lock up there from the rear of Baggis. This rear end sliding out ever so slightly. You could see that from a mile away. Sector 1 yellow flags. I think that's Alex around again. Not a good race.
He's not having a great night.
Not a good race at all for the VR driver. That's okay. Yeah, Verstappen absolutely sideways. And
what's he doing?
That's massive.
My God.
Oh, that could be a safety car.
That looks very deliberate. Virtual safety car. What? He just turned hard left off the track. Were you on board?
He could have potentially had a snap. I saw it, but he could have potentially had a snap in the steering, but Verstappen off and into the gravel. The Ferrari.
I don't know what he's doing. Has he lost control? He's in reverse.
Well, I mean, he's DNF'd. I think he might have had a problem. Verstappen leaves the session.
So his car's retired. Okay, he's left the session.
This will be very interesting for the stewards to decide. I can't.
What is his car doing?
I can't.
It's retired,
I can't explain.
Reversing. Is it going to go on track?
Is it going to cause a safety car? Because if it was,
stay on board with him. Stay on board with him because once you change, it won't be able to go back on board.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh, there we go. It's gone back on track and now it's
come off into the escape roads. So it'll be interesting to see if a safety car is called. I don't think it will. Yeah, no, I think we're good. So
Very
the
good.
virtual safety car deployed, DRS gets back enabled, and we're back
green
underway in
flag.
racing, and Twitch leady's right in the back of Banana Cake Pie here. So an interesting moment of controversy for the Ferrari team. Lap 31 of 36, you've got still 5 laps to go around this Red Bull ring. Infamously fast circuit this one as Banana Cake Pie defends from Twitch Liddy. I think they have both the same amount of penalties. If we can get that double checked, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if Liddy will fight for
both
that
6
fourth.
seconds. That's right. Yep.
So combined is in
they
a
are
perfect P.
finding position.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
combined is
combined's
in
one there.
P4 at the moment.
He's in net P4. Yep. But Banana and Twitch Liddy fighting for position. Interesting. I mean, I'm just looking down the field, and I mean the VSC is an obvious opportunity to recharge a battery. How he's down at 20%. So he didn't charge his battery under VSC. Some of these other guys a bit low as well. So yeah, the smart drivers will know you've got to get that battery back up to 100% under VSC. Such an advantage, obviously, having battery.
Absolutely, and I think you can look at Marv. He has dropped off a tiny bit here. Maybe that VSC kind of getting in the way of his flow, but I don't know. Like, it's 4.7. It was 5.6 originally, so maybe a bit of a drop off there from Marv, but I think still comfortable lead.
Yeah, he's got 90% battery, so he'll be fine. Look, he might have been super cautious as well with the VSC leading. He had the gap. He didn't need to risk anything, so he might have left more of a delta than Howie. But yeah, look, no one's going to trouble him today with 3 laps left.
Absolutely. 3 laps left of this Austrian Grand Prix. I nearly said Australian. That'd be insane if we had a track like this in Australia. But we don't. This is an Austrian track. Australia has
cool.
the Melbourne Grand Prix. Yeah, it would. Banana Cake Pie with DRS now on the back of Twitch Liddy. This is the battle at the moment for the net P5. Now, you start to think, is Combine just playing his cards here? Is he playing this smart? Because he doesn't really need to go for a move here at all.
No, he doesn't. He can just sit here and take P4 on track. He'll know the 2 ahead of him have got 6 seconds as well. So yeah, he'll hopefully, well, surely be smart about it and just realise that he'll pick up those positions. And Kendra's probably a bit too far ahead of him and has fresher tyres anyway. So yeah, I think he just sits there and takes the flag.
In 4th. Yep. Sounds like a good plan. And Kendra's still right in the back of Howie. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, Kendra's still right in the back. So we'll jump on board with that as soon as
he's
DRS
caught him, hasn't he?
is there. Yeah, he's caught him on lap 34, 36.
It was 5 seconds. So he has caught him, and looks like he'll probably get this move down with a couple of laps left.
I think we'll get a
he's
last...
got 90% battery as well, and
Yeah.
Howie's down, still under 20%. So
I think we'll get a last lap
pretty easy
overtake from Kendra. I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe even next lap.
Yeah. This is the moment. This is the battle for second. I think, again, Marv has taken a comfortable victory here. He can be very happy with that. As Kendra still right in the back of Howie, and you can just see how much more pace he has through the corners.
Yeah, 100% battery down too as well. He'll be straight through on DRS.
Yeah, absolutely chilling, as we like to say. The clouds are risking a little bit, but it's all too late as we head on to the second last lap of this Grand Prix. Second last lap around this Austrian circuit, the Red Bull Ring, as it's called, around the outside. That's an early move from Kendra. It'll be interesting to see if Howie tries to combat that with DRS wide open. I don't think he will, though, so Kendra will run away with that practically. Or did I speak too soon? Is Howie still right in the back? All of a sudden is sniffing that rear end of the Red Bull, and I wonder if he's thinking about Tier 1, because Tier 1 had a moment like this, didn't they? They just had one of those critical points of this Grand Prix combined right on the back, and I wonder how that's happened. Banana Cake Pie looks to go up the inside. Is that going to work out for him? That's not necessary, boys. That's not necessary at all. Sector 2 yellow flags. I think we've got Bagus around again. Kendra and Howie, the battle for second place, the one to look out for as we about to start this last lap of the Grand Prix. I mean, this is a comfortable lead at the moment from Marv as he starts his final tour of the Red Bull Ring. Howie.
I think Kendra's pulled the gap, but let's see what Howie can do.
Absolutely. Here we go. Final lap of this Grand Prix. Howie all in his sights. Just doesn't need to get a penalty. Needs to stay within DRS range. Kendra's going to be using all the battery and more down towards turn 3. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top here. Kendra, late breaker. Howie, known as the late breaker. The even later breaker. Here we go. DRS opportunity as we head towards turn number 4. The final laps of this Grand Prix. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for Howie unless Kendra makes a monumental mistake, which isn't in Kendra's name here. Kendra's known for being consistent, known for being clinical and cynical around the final laps of Grand Prix, and I think it's going to not be enough for Howie. That's really the last overtaking opportunity. Not enough battery, not enough push, and I think comfortably in 3rd place. He can be pretty happy with that one. Yeah, he's significantly backed off. You can see it. Kendra has pushed ahead. But ladies and gentlemen, Marv has taken the absolute victory around here. 36 of 36 across the line to take 1st place. Marv to cross 2nd with Kendra and to cross 3rd for Howie. Twitch Liddy will come home in a net 6th. Oh, we'll see. Net 5th place. Banana Cake Pie in 6th. Combined moves up to 4th. I think that's the first time we've seen combined in that points position. It's a good race from him as the rain starts falling here in Austria on the final lap of this Grand Prix. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is pretty much racing over and done with. Nothing really to the line unless we're looking at Master Jedi. Maybe looking at that potential final points playing position on double Kens. There's a few penalties at play here, so we could see a last lap change. Master Jedi over the line? No, stays in 12th. So, there you go. Marv, our leader and our winner for this Grand Prix, and that is a masterclass from Marv. Where did he start? He started down in P3, didn't he?
2 seconds. He started... Oh my god. Yeah, sorry. I think he started P3, yeah.
We'll see.
Or P4.
Yeah, P4. So that's still a monumental drive from Marv to move up into the podium and into the win.
Yep.
Tomo with the drive of the day. No surprises there. Moved up a crap load of positions. But there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your racing over and done with. Take a bow, Marv, because that was a phenomenal performance. And also, I mean, it was a dominant performance. That was a Verstappen level performance.
Yeah, it was, and his calmness and just patience really worked for him today. So with that reverse strat, he was really smart with it. So congratulations to him. Yeah, and I guess a few of the faster guys having their issues